Welcome back to another episode. Happy Tuesday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. We're gonna have an exciting show. We have some action from Hot Toys, so it's actually very exciting. Also, don't forget, guys, for those who want to stay after the stream, we're having Acolyte watch party behind the scenes. So stay tuned if you want to stay. William, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight.
Hi.
Hi. So, what did you think? What did you think, or what do you not? What did you think? What do you think about um the new announcements that were shown already?
I assume you mean the Iron Man, the Wolverine, and Deadpool?
Absolutely.
Well, Brown Hono Wolverine. It's
Oh wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before we get started, guys. Before we get started, we have to say hello to you guys. So before
Wait.
William was getting ahead of himself already. We
Yeah.
just got here, William. Okay?
My bad.
I say my bad. So let's see who's in the house with us tonight, real quick, and then we get started. I feel like these hour and a half shows are too short, and we can never finish our topic. So we're going to try to move it along tonight, guys, so we can make it in time for the Acolyte. Even if we have to sit backstage for a few minutes, waiting for the show instead of having it, start on us. We got Joker J in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
We have, let's see. We got Bo in the house. Bo.
How you doing?
Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got the Thor in the house.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We have Nefty in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Hello.
Welcome. We got Gilbert in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Welcome. We got this peasant. Unbelievable. Unreal. We got Luch in the house. What up, my holding hands? I collect future figure collectors. Unbelievable.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
Unreal. We got Leo in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for doing. Welcome. We got Ryan in the house. Welcome. Nice to see ya.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see who else is in here. We got Anthony in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Thank you for being here, guys. Look at you guys. We got Big Rib in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. All right, guys. So, we got one more. We got the Nightmare in the house. Welcome. Nice to see ya.
Hello.
All right, guys. So, all right, William. I apologize. So go ahead. So let's start with the Mark III red and chrome version, right? So for those who may be confused about what this is, this was that 20-piece Coca-Cola announcement that was made that people were willing to pay $6,000 for. At least that was the highest bid at the moment when I asked Jeremy Casa about it. I want to show you guys real quick. Please pay attention to the base for 1 second. As you can see, this is your standard, Flash, right? Base from the Flash. They've been reusing a lot of these also for other Iron Man figures. They've been reusing this. But I just want to show you guys something very quickly before I continue. This is supposed to be the base this is the base that the Coca-Cola people got. Okay. So this here, again, remember, this was a lottery. This was a raffle, right? This was not like something they paid for. So they still got an exclusive Iron Man, but with a very, very cheap, crappy base. Right now, as you can see, we get the fancy one for $400. So, William, how do you feel about the whole thing?
Besides the base, is there any difference with accessories or the figure? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. If anything, the full release, which is ours, will have more than that giveaway raffle one.
Yeah, and it's like, sucks to suck for anybody that would drop
Sucks to suck.
thousands and thousands of dollars being like,
you think people actually paid for that?
I think some people probably paid way more than they should have, and now this one they're looking at it and they're like,
Can you imagine?
Because it's generally people aren't just box collectors, and the box might be different. It might have some Coke branding on the box itself or something like that, but there's nothing on the figure that looks different to me. Just like you said, a base that looks quite a bit cheaper and not aesthetically as nice as this one is. The colors, the silver and the gold, it's not for everybody. Some people really like the classic gold and
gorgeous. This is gorgeous.
But I think it looks real nice. Mark III is one of the the most popular suits, and the current Mark III that just came out, that sold out real fast, and then all the people are like, I want it.
Yep.
The only downside of this is there's no Tony Stark head.
Right.
But as we've seen, nobody really likes Tony Stark heads anymore. They keep giving you the Antonio Stanks. Like
Antonio Stanks.
And looking back at some of the the older stuff like Iron Man 2, Robert Downey Jr. did look a little bit rougher.
Yes.
And like, yeah, he actually kind of looks younger as he gets older. He's one of those aging in reverse guys. He probably, rediscovered Botox.
Yep.
And things like that. And so, like, comparing that Tony Stark head to Iron Man 2, especially when he was, dying of poisoning from his own,
palladium
poisoning from the arc reactor. It does look a little bit more like him from that movie. We're just more used to how he looked in Infinity War and Endgame because that's more recent in our minds, and he actually kind of looks a little younger.
Right.
He's 10 years older. But anywho, the colors on this look real nice. It's if you're an Iron Man fan, not just from the movies, but the cartoon, like you've mentioned, the comics, all these things, it's like nobody has just one Iron Man unless they just want to have the Avengers for their collection.
Right.
It's like if you're an Iron Man fan, the whole point is he has a suit for everything.
Right.
And, he has specialty suits. He has all the different colors under the sun.
Right.
It's
Stealth, Frost. Yep.
Yeah, it's just what he has. And people keep crying like, oh, all Hot Toys wants to do is make Iron Man. Well, if it sells, it sells.
Right.
And if they can reuse the same parts and the same molds and keep selling, you're gonna, because why reinvent the wheel? Correct. And this right here, even though it was limited, it's still in stock right now. Because
I was gonna ask you about that. Go ahead.
Well, it's just, it's still in stock, and everybody bad mouthing it right now will be the same ones in 6 months that are like, does anybody have it for a reasonable? And it's because it's Mark III. It's
how dare you?
It is what it is. It's the Mark III. It's real nice looking. It's you got that Diet Coke color scheme going on, but this isn't the first time that color scheme's been used. It's not like Hot Toys is coming out of left field here. It's like you've had Silver Centurion, you've had all these different ones that just have
blue steel.
Yeah, similar looking color things because it's
right. But I think that the key with these is the chrome, right? The chrome is what's making them pop. Look at the last one, the gold, black, and chrome, right?
Yep.
That looks like Python. That what made that also stand out was the chrome as well. So I think what they're doing with these chrome pieces, at least, is they're giving us something completely different, something completely new. Yes, it's strictly paint applications, but that changes the whole aesthetic of a figure. Look at what happened with that Mark 7 D100. Same exact thing without the chrome. You know what I mean? It literally is the same exact paint application you're seeing on screen, but without the chrome on it. Let me say hello to Ernesto real quick. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here.
Hello!
Let's catch up with you guys. I was gonna get into William, what you mentioned about the fact that it's sitting there. So a lot of people will complain because of the queues, right? So you have everybody, not everybody, again, a lot of people, and I'm not gonna say everybody that I'm about to speak on, right? Not everybody, but a lot of these people, right? So for example, I know Nathan Henderson, shout out to Nathan. He'll miss out on the queues because he'll be at work, busy, he can't get to him, and that's the case for some. But there are others that will complain about the queue, and as you mentioned, William, the Mark III is sitting there right now on Sideshow. So anybody who says, "Oh, look, Sideshow's doing this to give those people a chance," I can tell you this. If that's the case, Sideshow is never doing this ever again, because look at what's happening. If there was a queue, if there had been a queue for this figure, it would have been gone already. And it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if people had canceled it by now. But guess what? It would have been more appealing for people, and people would have wanted it more because of the queue. And this is why Sideshow plays these games that some people don't like, because they miss out on certain things. That's why they're doing this. That's why it's not going to stop. I don't know, and I'm going to ask you this too, William. I don't know why they would do this out of every figure that we've gotten. Why this one, right? Why not do the queue for this one? Apparently, there's 3,000 pieces. There's only 350 in Hong Kong. Okay, so if this is just your standard, limited release that should have came with a queue, why are we not getting the queue for this? Does that mean that there are way more than 3,000? Does that mean that they're leaving it wide open to see how many orders they could get out of, more than 3,000? What do you think, William?
I think if they're advertising 3,000, that there was no way that it would be more than 3.
So why do you think they're still sitting if they're so limited?
Well, Chrome Clone and Chrome or Gold Clone and Chrome Cody both were sat for days.
Okay.
And they were limited numbers as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And so it's, they eventually sold out, and it's,
you know why I didn't notice that? Because I still haven't gotten mine. And as you know, we just got the notification that it's going to be charging tomorrow from Sideshow. So that's why I haven't been paying attention to any of those. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't know what happened to the Shadow Trooper. I don't know what happened to the Standard White Trooper. I don't know what's going on with any of those either, because I haven't received any information on mine.
You haven't gotten your Cody yet?
No, I didn't get Cody yet. Nope.
Oh, I thought
Nothing.
you got.
No, not Cody. No, let me see.
Oh, I thought you got charged around the time I did.
Maybe because I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff charged at the same time. So I could have. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Cody. Let me see. Oh no, you know why? It was on payment plan. So it looks like I still owe 159.96. So I have to switch it to
Payment plan, peasant.
Yes. Yeah, because peasant. Imagine. No, because what I told you guys, the Mark 6, that's 600 and change. I had Thor, I had a bunch of things coming in at once, Padme, all these things. I was like, I am not gonna get hammered with all these things, all at once. So what I did was I started splitting. As soon as I got the notification that there were not the notification, as soon as we got the from Hot Toys, the picture that they were going to start shipping soon, I started making them, into payment plans. But the payment plan's only 2 payments because the figure's around the corner. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I was taking the figure and making it a 4, 5, 6 payment plan. It was just literally 2 payment plan just to be able to split it up, so I wouldn't get bombarded with all these payments. Harold, my friend, welcome. Nice to see you.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see who else is here. We got Thule in the house. Welcome, my friend. I'm doing. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Yes, guys, there's 26 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. Peasants, thank you guys for being here. Let's see. Robert Downey Jr. button aging in reverse. The colors are, yes, the chrome. Guys, Thule is a perfect example of a flip-flopping peasant. So he went from, I don't like this, I don't like Iron Man, this, like, who asked for this? And then he was the first one in line to order it. He was telling everybody, guys, go order your Iron Man. He's ready to go. So this is why Hot Toys is king. It'll make cis people trans, you know what I mean? So see, there you go. This is coming home. The energy levels are off tonight. We need a good disturbance in the force. Where's that guy that wanted to fight William over the fake lore news? Oh, yes. I forget who. It was Harold.
Over
So the last time you were here, when you were talking to Brad about, I forget what it was.
the comic book?
I think so. But I forget what the topic, what specifically was about. And then Harold came out of left field and said, William, I think it was Harold, and said, William is wrong. I just watched the episode for whatever. Again, I don't remember what the topic was. And so you were proven wrong.
About what?
See, that was me. I told you it was Harold. I knew it. I knew it.
What was it that I did wrong, Harold?
I don't know. I forgot what the topic was, but he came in after you left, and he's like, because you left right after. And Harold was like, sorry, peasant William, you are wrong. But again, I forgot what it was. Does anybody have it for a reasonable price? That's so true, William. Big Dog Pound in the house. Woo!
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else is in the house tonight. Also, guys, we got TX Boy. Welcome, my friend.
Hello!
Thank you for being here. Also, guys, before I forget, okay? Yes, shout out to Nathan is right. Also, guys, the reason why tonight is not Rudy Tuesdays is because I don't know what the hell's going on with this guy, but apparently now, okay, he's giving up streaming altogether. Apparently he's opening up some type of daycare at his home because he's like, you know what? I can't do my job anymore. I have to be at home so I could be on top of the Hot Toys news. So he's not streaming anymore, and all he's doing is, like I said, he has a daycare starting up or something like that, which is very weird. I don't know why he would do something like that, but it was nice meeting you, Rudy. TX Boy says, it will really pop in. Yeah. So, like I said, this is the same thing that we got for that Mark 7, but with the chrome, and it's going to look beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Good.
We got just happy I could break this up with a payment plan. That's the thing. Exactly. And it's not about, it's not about not being able to afford it. It's about making it easier on yourself. I have no shame. Like I said, it was only for the last 2 payments anyway. So the last thing I'm going to be is embarrassed that I have to put something on a payment plan. Absolutely not. A lot of people wouldn't be able to do it without the payment plans. I'm one of them. So that's why I'm not ashamed of putting stuff on payment plan, especially when I got 6 pieces coming at the same time. Absolutely. You guys can think all you want about money. I am not rich. I will be soon, though, once William starts sharing his profits. You pay now. No soup for you. Imagine. Zoom. Hey, Fab, miss watching your likes. Welcome. Feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
Hello!
Nice to see you. Welcome back. Welcome. This goes back to the same thing Mo was said. If they are enumbering these things, who's to say? Exactly. Yeah, you'll never know. Absolutely, you'll never know. You'll never ever know, period. It's that simple. More like peasant plan. More like peasant plan. Oh, man. All hail fabulous peasants. You guys. Thule and like half of the rest of the community be included. Exactly. Thule was like, nah, who wants this? Who cares about Iron Man? Thule says, I told you not to sneak on me. Oh,
I'd like to
man.
take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Thule, I heard them missing. Exactly. 60,000. 60,000. That was me. Watch your back.
How dare you?
Thule, the Spider-Man. No, it was a Clone Wars. Oh, here we go. No, it was Clone Wars. How Echo gets his handprint on his armor. So he had watched the episode apparently after you left, and he said, "Oh, William's a peasant. He doesn't really know what he's saying." He says, "Here it is. Ha ha! I absolutely called him a peasant. See what I mean?" William's chewing in peace right now. Just wait till he's done.
Maybe I was wrong.
Oh, see, he's wrong as always. We got Alana in the house. Welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here.
Hello!
Welcome. Hey, William, did she get a permit? Oh, nice. Wait, you deserve. Very nice. Congratulations. Look at you. You owe me a ride. Rudy, they call him the daycare peasant now. See, Ernesto was right. Ernesto, you called it. You called it 2 weeks ago exactly. You said he's not going to last much longer, and here we are. Unbelievable. Ah, man. Say goodbye, Rudy Tuesdays. Everybody knows. Rudy's borrowing. Oh, man. I'll be back. Just had some stuff to take care of. Otherwise, who is going to the awesome third-party stuff? Oh, my God. You guys are crazy. Let's see who else is in here real quickly before we continue. We got Eric in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you.
Hello!
Let's see who else is in here. We got Paul in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Nice to see you. Welcome. TX Boy says, at least we're not having to pay. Yo, can you imagine, guys? Can you imagine anybody paid over $1,000 for this thing? Somebody. What? We got Albert in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
Exactly. If it wasn't for the payment plans, I wouldn't. Exactly. No, I've told you guys from day one. Obviously, there have been pieces that I paid in full, but when I was getting 3s and 2s and cases, all had to be payment plan. There's, and again, obviously it was cheaper back then too, but everything, 95% it was done payment plans. Fabs, and just actually I do, but I'm not getting into them tonight. I'm going to leave some for Saturday because we have some other comments that make no sense. I'm gonna have a whole segment on Jazz Inc. called "It Makes No Sense." That's gonna be the new. My new segment. Fabs throw me under the bus. No, I remember the conversation. It wasn't. You didn't say anything bad. You just proved that William is always wrong. Tweety says, Fabs, will the previous Robert Downey Jr. go fit on the new? It should. I don't see why not. It's a Mark III. right? It's a Mark III head sculpt. It's a Mark III neck. So the Mark III 2.0 should fit no problem, right? I don't see why it shouldn't.
Yeah, as long as it's a Robert Downey Jr. that has a neck. I
Correct.
think all of his head sculpts have necks.
At least the latest ones, yeah. The older ones didn't.
Yeah.
We got Uncarded in the house. Welcome.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
I wasn't correcting him to be hateful. Obviously, Harold. I'm not saying that you were calling him names and putting him down and humiliating him in public, Harold. He knows. We know what you were talking about because everybody was here. Harold's like, hey, don't make me get yelled at by William. Trust me, there's so much more Star Wars lore I don't know. So see, now I'm making him feel bad. I was just kidding, Harold. William, he didn't say anything, okay? He sees your angry face and he's like, hey, I never said nothing. Harold, it's okay, Harold. It's okay. Fabs, I think I already know the answer for you picking. I already got it. It's on payment plan. Obviously, there's only, I think it was 3 payments you could do because it's fresh. So obviously, I'll split it into the 3. I made the first one already, 2 left, and once it's shipped, it'll be mine. You need a Chrome. Yeah, that is true. Hopefully, it works. Man, Fabs, you're messing with. Close. All right, guys. So let's get back into it. So, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. There's 32 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. All right, so William, going back to the fact that it's still available on Sideshow. So, why do you think that is? Do you think it's going to be again? We talked about. You mentioned earlier what happened with the other figures, with the clones, with the gold chrome clone, and what was the other one you mentioned? Cody, right?
Yeah.
Cody. So, what do you think is going to happen with this? Do you think it's going to be the same exact thing, or do you think it's going to actually last a little bit longer because of the fact that it's an Iron Man? It's $400.
I think it'll be gone in the next 24 hours. They never sent out a text for this one.
Right.
I didn't get it.
I didn't either.
The notification for RSVPing came up, like in my email, like 10 minutes after it came out. Because they're always real good about timing these things properly. But it was announced yesterday. It was up for pre-order today, and a lot of people might not even have noticed yet, because you always have that crowd of people that are always, I missed out because it came out for pre-order 3 days ago and I had no idea, because not everybody trolls the internet and follows all of the social media pages and all the other crap that you kind of need to if you are a I need it type of person.
Right.
But
Which I am.
yeah, but it was kind of nice seeing it without a queue. It was way less stressful.
Well, how do you feel about, so again, you mentioned that we got no text message. How do you feel about that? Because think about it. Nobody knew. If you weren't like you mentioned, if you weren't online constantly checking, you weren't going to find out. And a lot of people do that all the time. I know that. But a lot of people can't do that. So do you think that was okay, not even getting the text message? And do you think they didn't send out the text message to avoid having the website crash?
I can't honestly say that Sideshow ever does anything for a reason, because for all we know, it was, just another technical problem that happened and they were supposed to have a queue and it didn't work, or the text messages were supposed to be sent, but it didn't work. It'll be
maybe they got hit with a cyber attack. Who knows?
Maybe it'll be like when I get the, for the next 3 days, I'll get your RSVP product is available for pre-order when it's already sold out.
Oh yes, you'll get them delayed, emails and texts. Yep.
I got like 15 notifications through Sideshow on the Sideshow website being like, it's available, and like 8 hours later, it's available, and it was sold out. And it was like,
I remember that happened to me
thanks
too.
Thanks a lot for this, this BS that y'all are doing. But but then you go back to when the no Q stealth suit Captain America dropped, and the whole website crashed, and everyone had it in their carts, and then they didn't, and then they're checking out,
and they did it.
and
That is the biggest mind F ever.
oh, that was a very stressful couple hours before
Try
the
checking 4 times and it's empty every single time.
Yep, where
Checking out.
I was in the middle of checking out, and it was just, I was like, oh well, this sucks, but
it was crazy. But Harold has a question for you. Did you get your illegal Yoda today?
No.
Oh no, peasant. We have Derek in the house. Welcome, my friend.
I think mine says Thursday, but I don't know. Everything from Kit has been crazy slow for me with customs. I don't know why. Like one of the Stranger Things kids is just sitting there saying customs exception, and that was shipped like 2 weeks before Yoda. So hopefully they all show up at the same time. I don't know. Maybe they x-rayed it and saw a small human child inside a box.
A small human child.
Can't have that. Chinese are mailing children.
Oh my god. These releases are more than likely boring and dull for casual collectors. Too many Iron Man. I don't know, Thule. I don't know. It changed your mind as soon as you saw these beautiful colors. Anyone know how long that black and gold I'm lasted? How long did it last? No, that was quick. That was a quick one, right? That was 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that was real quick.
Yeah, that was immediate. I feel like, yeah, that one was 1, 2, 3. Folks are all Iron Man'd out. I mean, some are, right? Some are, and I think the push, right? I think the final push for people who are Iron Man'd out is the price, right? I think when you are not a big Iron Man fan and you see that price point at 400, it's very easy for you to be like, I don't need this. You know what I mean? And obviously, if it's a possibility, then you may get it later on for cheaper. These, though, good luck trying to get these once they sell out, because obviously they're going to go up in price, or at least they should, right? Because we know that not everything that has been limited has gone up in price. For example, that blue and gray Dark Knight figure. Remember?
Yeah.
That thing, I thought that thing was going to be gone, and it's still available. So it doesn't work for everything, obviously, depending on what it is, but I have a feeling that this one's going to be like the Mark 7 D100.
But with this one, it has the little blurb about it being part of the Marvel anniversary push. So it's,
right.
What's a classic character that you can use to start your, anniversary thing? Iron Man. It's
correct.
Because everyone associates Iron Man with Marvel now because of Robert Downey Jr. in the MCU, whereas before that Iron Man movie, the reason that they had it was one of the crappy characters that the other bigger companies didn't buy the movie rights for, because they were, who the hell wants to see an Iron Man movie? It's a B-list character. All the Avengers at that point were all like B-list or C-list.
Mm-hmm.
They were having, stagnant sales. They weren't bought up by Fox or Sony and all the other companies that had been, bidding wars for years for these characters. And that's why Marvel had to use what they had. And, you roll the dice, and I don't know if you ever play craps, but sometimes you hit and then it pays out.
Yeah, usually when I play craps, I'm in the toilet. We have let's see. We got Chris in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Where do you play craps? Outside? I usually go inside. We have Michael in the house. Came out of retirement.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
No doubt price has impacted what should have been an afternoon sellout. The fact that it's still available at 8 p.m. is so telling. Well, yeah, like I said, it's that $400 price point, at the moment, when there are so many other things that people could get, right? And Iron Man, at the end of the day, it's going to be the exact same body. Obviously, it varies between marks. But for example, we just got the Iron Man Mark III 2.0. This is just the exact same thing repainted, right? Is it really necessary? Look at Joker J. He said he just got his 2.0. Would he love this? Absolutely. Is it necessary though? Right? Is it necessary? I think if you really loved your 2.0, there's really no need for a shiny repaint of it. Obviously, if you're a completionist, if you're an Iron Man diehard fan, then absolutely it's understandable. But at this point, you know, $400 and something for that Mark III 2.0, another 400. It's like, really? So I think that is the main reason why a lot of people aren't getting into the Iron Man. And I feel like, see, I can't even say I feel like, because I was going to say, I feel like Sideshow did this on purpose to see, right? Just to gauge what price point could be affecting, you know, their sales or anything like that. So, like I said, William may not think that there's a reason why they would do this. I think there's always a reason why they're doing things. I think now, you know, it's the age of data. So collecting data, right? They have to collect as much data as possible. We've noticed that every single limited, not every single, but most of the limited releases so far have been in queues, right? So the fact that something like this, right, an Iron Man, and this is where it gets tricky for me. When that 20-piece Coca-Cola announcement came out, everybody was going crazy over it. I was like, how the hell are we going to get this? Everybody wanted one. Everybody knew they weren't getting one, and everybody wanted one. Okay? So now, here it is with a better base at $400, the exact same thing without having to win the raffle by Coca-Cola. And now suddenly it's just sitting there, right? So why would they do something like this? If, again, the reason why they're doing these queues are to lock us in every single sale. So they know, all right, we secured 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 sales. We got money locked in. That's why they're doing this, because they were struggling. They have been struggling due to places like Toys Wonderland, Pop Collectibles, blah, blah, blah. This is why they had to start doing. I tell you guys this all the time. This is why they needed to start with the queues to make sure that they had a chance to survive. Because what did that do? It forced people to go back to Sideshow. What was everybody doing before that? Before the queues? Everybody was shopping everywhere else but Sideshow. So Sideshow needed a gimmick to get everybody in. How was that? By doing the queues, by having Hot Toys make figures very, very limited, strictly for Sideshow to get sales and lock in sales. Period, point blank, end of story. That's what it's been happening, right? My thing is, why this one? Create a hype, because that 20-piece Iron Man created a huge hype for that figure. Everybody wanted the figure. Again, it didn't even have to be because of the way it looked. Just the fact that it was only 20 in the world was what made people say, I want to be one of those 20 people. Now it's available for 3,000 and it's still sitting there. Again, like William said, I have a feeling, I know, not have a feeling, I know it's going to sell out. It's going to sell out, period. It has to sell out. But the fact that, you know, Sideshow put it out that way, it doesn't make sense to me. Let me see what you guys are saying real quick. William, where'd you go?
I'm right here.
Oh, I was like, what the hell? I thought you disappeared. Carter says for 400 you can get actual RDJ. This guy, Caleb, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello!
He says, yeah, it would have been a Keaton blue and gray. Exactly, that would have been a complete different. But remember that it was no head sculpt anyway, right? It was no head sculpt. But I see what you're saying. If that would have been that blue and gray suit by Keaton, it would have been a different story. Absolutely. Let's see. Mike sighting on a Tuesday. Exactly. See? Exactly. Everybody's noticing that Bigfoot is out.
I was going to see if I could find the bank exclusive Iron Man one that they were talking about somewhere in Asia.
Say it again.
You have to, there's some Iron Man that's an exclusive where you sign up for a bank account at some bank, and you have to be a member for like 6 months, and then
Oh, I didn't know that.
you can buy your Iron Man. I was trying to see which one that was,
Oh, let me know.
but
Don't be selfish.
what?
I said, let me know. Don't be selfish.
I'm not buying it.
No, I'm buying it. Let me know.
I was just trying to see if I could find it.
Mike says $450 with tax and shipping. There you go. Exactly. No, it's not cheap, and that's what deters people from buying, and that's what turns people off from buying. They're like, man. And again, you have a payment plan. A payment plan is like $175, if you do the 3, obviously. And so, Chris in the house. Welcome. Nice to see ya.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Guys, there's 43 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. I appreciate you guys being here, and thank you guys as well. The door says testing. Photo prices going up. Watch that wallet now. See, that's another thing. So when we get into the brown Wolverine, we're gonna get into that that specific conversation. Oh shit, the Q was to document interest in the figures, confirm numbers, interest, product genius. There you go. You're welcome. Fabs, you have no business making so making so much sense today. Will Artisan Hot Toys going forward be up? It should be. It should be 100%. Because those are very, very exclusive.
They need to release freaking Artisan.
That is true too. That is true too. William, 1 to 10 before we get off this topic.
I'd say it's like a 9.5.
Right? It's gorgeous, right?
Yeah, it's the iconic armor. It's shiny. It pops. It'll stand out if you don't have a bunch of other silver and red Iron Man.
Right.
Mark V, Silver Centurion, etc.
Right.
But
or the Mark 7 D100.
Yeah, or that one. But it's it looks real nice. I've always liked this suit of armor. Because you get the more streamlined, cool ones, the Mark 50, the 85, that are more, sleek, form-fitting, etc. As the more and more CGI that they did. But it's just something about this where it's like the class. It's just the perfect mesh of comic book and cinema together, where you're getting the best of both worlds. But I think the reason it's part of the reason it's sitting still isn't really Iron Man fatigue, but it's just, people being able to get cheap ass Iron Mans from even straight from Sideshow brand new with all the 30 and 35% off deals.
Today was 50, buy one, get one 50 off.
Yeah. Cause it's like, I keep seeing Mark 85s, mostly clean ones in the groups go for like just over $200. And it's like, for a figure that somebody bought, 400-ish, that's a hit. That's a hit to the wallet. But and some of them are still in stock at pop culture. I can't speak. And have those deep discounts and stuff too. What was Brad's comment that you skipped? Why do you?
I don't know, but Brad, welcome. I didn't even see you were in here. Thank you for being here.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Konnichiwa, Brad.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
Thank you for being here. No, I didn't see you, Brad. Let me see.
Say it again, Brad.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, he didn't say hello to me. He said hello to Joker J.
Yo,
and then he's talking about
his comment was Yo Joker J.
Exactly. Unbelievable. See? Peasant.
Hi, Brad.
Already coming in here with the drama. Peasant drama. See? Unbelievable. Unreal. So, also one more thing, William, that I want to get into before we stop this topic. One thing about the Mark III. So number one, Mark III was the first suit, right? The one suit with the different color, right? The darker, more maroon red. It was the bulkier one out of all of them because, like you mentioned earlier, they got sleeker and sleeker. Especially the Mark IV was more form-fitting, right? It wasn't so top-heavy as this one was, or as bulky-looking as this one was. And last question. Why do you think all of a sudden the Hot Toys is going into gold chrome? What is it about the specifics of the chrome? Not necessarily gold chrome, but the chrome paint application. Is it like a new thing in the in the collecting community? Is it something that they're doing on their own, just to be different? Is it something that they notice that it's more appealing for collectors, or would you say is that more appealing to you?
I would say the chrome on this is more appealing to me personally. But for all intents and purposes, it could be like cars. If you're a car guy, where in the 80s and all that stuff, it was like, oh, we're gonna put chrome edging on everything, and everything stood out for a minute until everything had chrome, and then it was like, all right, well, let's not put
That was me. That was me. I did that to my my 2007 Chevy Tahoe. I started with like, oh, just one piece of chrome accent here, one piece there, and all of a sudden, even my wheels were chrome, and I was like, this looks so tacky right now. I was like, I have to stop. So I ended up stripping it all, like all the chrome off. I ended up getting gunmetal rims instead, because the chrome in New York, forget it, they were rusted.
Yeah.
The salt from the roads and stuff like corrodes them and eats away at them. So that's why I got rid of. But I know exactly what you mean. It's like if it doesn't belong, it looks ugly.
But hopefully they don't just be like, we're gonna chrome everything nonstop, and then it's gonna be too much chrome, and it's you have to have that fine line between this is neat and this is a statement piece versus, okay, well, we just want to have super shiny stuff on everything.
Right.
And so you gotta not push it where it's like, oh, this one sold, so let's do it again times 10.
Well, that's exactly what where I was going. So do you think this is going to keep going? Remember, we got a Mark 7 black and gold. We got again chrome. We got the Mark 3 now. There's a huge possibility that we could get a Mark 50 or Mark 85 all of a sudden chromed out for whatever reason. Do you think this is going to continue to be a thing because they're so appealing because of the paint application, or is just a few and that's it?
I hope it's just a few, because that makes it more fun collecting wise, where it's like you got this the Coke can model and it's it's just like how the neon tech ones, where it was like one looks kind of cool and then they were like, F it,
right?
Neon everything.
Well, they only to be fair, they only made 4, right?
Oh, yes. And
they only made, what was it? The Mark 7?
I don't know.
No, it was the Mark 4.
Some are still in stock.
The Mark 4 was the blue. Then it was the Mark 6 was yellow. Then it was Iron Man. War Machine was orange. And I'm missing one.
Whichever one had the gantry.
No, but that was the blue. That was the original blue.
But I'm just saying that it's like, it's you hit one and it's like, huh.
That's the thing.
This can be my nice little one-off right here, and then it's like, well, actually, it's not a one-off; it's a set. So keep completing the line. It's like, yeah, but I only wanted the one.
Correct.
And then they're like,
and that's how they hook you in. Same thing with the clones. Same thing when they do a gold chrome or a copper chrome or a black chrome or a silver chrome, right? When they do any of these with these stormtroopers and now with the clones, the moment you get the first one, they know they got you, because the moment you have one, they know that there's a high possibility that you will go for the second piece. You're muted, by the way. I don't know.
I know. I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were talking muted.
But like the chrome Cody actually looks real nice.
Wait, I didn't know you had it, peasant. Hold on. Wait, where are you?
Where am I? Where are you?
Look at that, guys. Look at that beauty. Why is he choking him? So why so much violence in that case?
It's called the Clone Wars.
Yeah, but it could be like a civil war. It doesn't have to be like
Civil War. Keep your conspiracy theories to yourself.
Keep your conspiracy theories. Ash Chase, welcome, my friend. Look at you.
Konnichiwa means what's up?
Welcome. Nice to see you, crackhead. This guy. I keep looking at it. Must resist ordering. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece. You can never go wrong with, any of these, paint applications at least, because it's still the same bodies. We got Axel in the house. Welcome.
Hello!
Nice to see you. Welcome. Real men like shiny shit. It's the same craze as foil comic book covers. I will buy every Chrome Iron Man they make. Just when I think I'm out, they could bring me back in. That is true. That's what happens. That is what happens. I always think, I can guarantee you we're not done with the neon text yet. Guaranteed. I don't know why, but I have a feeling. Albert says Mark 5 NT. There you go. Mark 50 NT. Yeah, so there's a 50. There's a War Machine. There is an 85, I believe, as well, which, no, that was a hologram. The hologram was 85. So, yeah, so they got a few. They got a few that are very different marks. All right, so let's go to our next topic, guys. We're going to get into this brown Wolverine, okay? So, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you guys, for those who may not see what's coming and may not see what's happening already. This announcement here, this brown Wolverine that is completely different than the one we already got, okay? So don't think, oh, it's going to be a reissue, it's going to be a reuse. This is completely different, yet being the same exact thing. So what is Hono telling you right now by doing this?
Hono is me that they're like, F you, Sideshow. We're remaking every figure you ever made.
Exactly. So
freaking
they're gonna make everything through Hono now that Sideshow has made. Not only that, but this is not the first and last. It is the first. This is not the last time that you're gonna get variants like this from Hono. Period. Okay. So start preparing yourselves if you guys want to play that game, because it's going to happen. It's happening with Hot Toys. Hot Toys owns Hono. It's going to happen with Hono. And every time it's different, you're going to pay that money because you either want it or you don't. Now, what are they doing with this exclusive 1,500 piece thing? Creating hype for them as well. So get used to, so either start mentally preparing for this to happen all the time, or mentally prepare for, guess what? I am getting ready and preparing to not buy everything that's coming out, or I'm only sticking to exclusives, because this is what's going to happen. You're going to get a figure that you're going to be like, oh my God, this is incredible. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh my God, I need it. I want it. I'm going to order it. You're going to order it. And then they're going to give you an exclusive. They're going to give you a variant. They're going to give you something like this. And then what are you going to do? Obviously, if it's something that you want bad enough, you're going to buy it. But at that point, what is Hot Toys doing to you? What is Hono doing to you? They're making you spend over $300 something for two figures instead of over $300 something for one figure by Hot Toys. So they're figuring out ways to take your money multiple ways regardless, whether it's through Hono or whether it's through Hot Toys. Period, point blank, and the story, and that's the story for you. That's Hot Toys for you. They're only here to take that money from our wallets as much as possible, as fast as possible, because now look at what's happening with the Hono line. It looks like they're coming out within, 6 months, William?
Yes.
So you're getting figures from Hono within 6 months. Great quality, because I saw on here they showed the unboxing video of the first Wolverine, and it looks incredible. It looks very, very good. These arms look incredible. The way that they pose is incredible. So I don't know what you guys are thinking, but William,
my guy was saying it releases in Hong Kong August 1st.
Okay, so that was one of the things that was going around that somebody translate. Actually, Ernesto, shout out to Ernesto. He sent me the translation of what the Chinese letters or the Chinese words were saying in the Hot Toys promo picture, and it translated to August, whatever it was. August 1st, was it? Or August 18th or something?
I was told it was the first for the guy who I bought mine from.
Unbelievable. See, always trying to be sneaky.
Limited.
Always trying to do things behind people's backs so then he could be the
Limited.
first one. What?
It's limited.
Yeah, so it's still gonna come out for us.
Yeah. If there's a queue tomorrow, you're gonna be sitting there staring at your number like, ah.
Well, you know what's gonna happen if there's a queue tomorrow. We are gonna be staring at our screens, going, ah, exactly, because I'm not by myself. If you don't get me one, William. So now you know what's funny? I was gonna order it for $252, and I was like, you know what? Let me lock it in for $250 just in case. But then I was like, it's not that big of a deal. And like I said, if I get this, cool. If I don't get this, cool. I am not going to be the Hono veteran. I am not looking to buy everything Hono. I'm telling you guys this right now. I am not playing both games with Hono and Hot Toys. Absolutely not happening.
Do you see my display name today?
Why? Yeah. Honyo. I know. Oh, man. So that's what I'm telling you guys. Whatever I see that I like for example, the yellow Wolverine, I haven't even ordered it yet, but obviously I wanted it. I'm getting it. If I get this, obviously I'm getting it. Wolverines are a no-brainer, right? But I didn't. What was the other one that came out? Magneto. I am not getting Magneto. I am not getting. What was the other one that was teased?
Thor.
I may get Thor. It depends on how it looks, but Thor is, they're probably, especially with arms like this, if they're using muscular arms like that Thor's going to look gorgeous. So I may get that as well. So depending on what it is, I may get it. Obviously, I have a bunch of Thors, which is why I would want to get the Hono Thor. I have a bunch of Wolverines. That's why I would love to get both Wolverines. But I don't have tons of Magnetos. Why would I need Magneto? Even though, yes, it would complete the line and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to do all that. So that is that. We got Polo in the house. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you.
Konnichiwa. Means what's up?
So William.
Yes.
What is it about the Wolverine that you like? The main thing that you like about it. Obviously, like I said, it's completely different than the yellow one. And why is it, besides the fact that it's limited and rare, why is it that you want it? Is it because of what you mentioned to complete the sideshow ones as well?
Well, I have the brown suit sideshow with the sword.
Oh, you do?
That the big difference between that and this is that it has the unmasked sculpt and the cowl.
And the hoodie. Yeah, and the hoodie. Yeah, the hoodie in the back. Yeah,
onto the back, which is a pretty iconic look in my opinion. But I wanted this specifically to compare it to the sideshow one, see which one I like better. It's limited, and so I know that I'll be most likely able to at least get my money back if I hate it,
right?
Because somebody will want it because of the limitedness of it.
Yeah,
and,
me.
Yeah. But, it's because the sword, it's. I'm trying to look at it a little closer to see if does it have the dragon on the hilt or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. It's just like your standard samurai sword.
Well, it's because the sideshow one has a dragon head.
This is straight generic samurai ninja sword.
Okay.
Yeah, see, there's like nothing on
the
it.
top of it, the finger guard is the same style as the sideshow one, so I was just curious. But the sideshow one also has the sheath with it and stuff. But this was the exclusive version of this one that came with the sword, as opposed to the regular brown suit one that didn't. What was Thule calling BS for, that you weren't going to buy it?
No, he's because I said I wasn't going to get everything. He's like, BS, you're getting everything. Yeah, no, I'm telling you about Hono. I don't think so. I can tell you right now, there's no way. I'm not going to have any room for any of this. Absolutely not. We got Savon in the house. Hold on. Welcome, my friend.
Hello!
What'd you say?
That you already don't have room.
No, I know, but I'm saying I will make room for the stuff that I'm getting. Absolutely will make room. But like I said, where am I putting a Magneto? Where does he belong? Obviously, like I said, I could fit him anywhere, right? I have plenty of X-Men stuff, but I don't want Magneto, you know?
Yeah, well, when I get Magneto, I'll, do the left seat, right seat, compare with the Sideshow one, and
then sell one for 120.
probably. And just like I have the Mutant X or whatever, or Magnet Man or whatever, the what's that other company? Present Toys. I have those ones pre-ordered too. And so eventually I'll have all 3 Magnetos to compare.
See, like, I'm not a Magneto person. And again, not that I don't like him or anything like that. It's just I don't own a single Magneto figure. So that's why I it's not something I'm like, oh, I need Magneto. No, absolutely not. But Wolverine, completely different.
My love of the X-Men has been there since I learned how to read. So it's just something that,
Wait, so you found out about the X-Men, what, 2 years ago?
Okay. I can't read.
I can't read. Imagine. So now, William, what do you think is going to happen, and what do you think is their idea with this exclusive Wolverine? Do you agree with me that this is going to be a new norm again, or do you think this is just one time and done?
I think it would be a good new norm. Only exclusives, only limited numbers.
Well, no, I mean, for example, like they already did. No. But I'm saying they already did this was my question. Maybe you thought it was something else, and then we'll talk about that topic too because it's completely different. But my point was, they already did the yellow one. Now we get the brown one as an exclusive instead of just giving us the the brown one as a regular release as well. You know what I mean? So, do you think they're going to be doing this more frequently, more often, and why?
I think it would be a good, business model to keep because, if they have the red suit Magneto as the regular release, if they did like the purple suit Trial of Magneto mullet hair Magneto, as like a 1500 limited, then it would be everyone has the chance to get the red Magneto because we make as many as you want. And then if you want a different costume, you can go after the limited release as opposed to if they did an unlimited number of brown suit Wolverines and an unlimited number of Tiger Stripe Wolverines, then there's no incentive to buy because it would just be like, well, they're both just like, which one do you like better? Okay, you'll pick that one. But with this,
I see what you're saying.
Wolverine being 1500, it's like even if you have the yellow suit one and you're a Wolverine fan, you want to try to get the brown suit. And if they do, Cyclops, and then they have the regular Jim Lee looking costume, and then you have the astonishing look or the modern X-Men look or any of the other ones as a 1500, then it's like, hey, I can get the one that is probably still in stock if they're making a crazy amount of them because it's entry level and whatnot, even though it's I think if they went to like the Mondo business model where it's like, hey, we're putting it up and then as soon as it's whatever our number is, that's it, we don't make more than that. And
I think that would be perfect for Hot Toys too.
Yeah, because it's it's leaving things in stock forever or leaving up pre-orders forever. And it's, I don't know, then you get 60,000 armors.
We need Beast, Rogue, Professor X, and Jean. Yeah, I got new DP Wolverine stuff, 2 shirts and hoodie. I am ready.
I'm thinking of Deadpool.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that real quickly before we get out of here, and then imagine if they make Mr. Sinister. That would be incredible. Incredible. I might just wear the red suit. The red suit. All right, so we're gonna get into, guys. So last but not least, of course, 1 to 10, William.
I'd say it's like a 9-ish. The one thing I don't really like are the seams on the shoulders.
I was going to point that out because I actually thought they were sewn in to the plastic piece that's obviously glued onto his body or painted onto his body.
Yeah.
It's not, right? Because obviously you have to give rotation to this to the
Yeah. And
shoulder, but it looks like it is.
Yeah, I'm sure in hand it'll look, better than what my mind is like.
Oh, look, it's not even painted. It's an actual piece.
Yeah.
I thought this was painted on the shoulder, and I was like, that's funky looking.
Yeah. Well, I want to see it in hand because right there it looks like it's not even attached.
Well, it's not because the moment you lift the arm up, the shoulder's going to give it a different shape.
Yeah, so now I kind of like it a little bit more because I thought it was
painted too.
I thought it was like a piece of plastic just like glued to the fucking arm.
Yes, that's what I thought. I thought it was either painted or just a random piece.
Because with the sideshow one where it's the fabric on top of it, it's like people when they were stretching out the material and stuff.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Well, it's with the material just sitting on top of the shoulder. I've seen some where it's like stretched out and kind of like flappy and doesn't, maintain the shape to it. But if that's a solid piece that's attached to the suit and not to the shoulder, I thought it was just like a plastic cap on the shoulder so it could rotate with the arm. But that might make it, a more of like a 9.5, 9 3/4. It's just the claws are a little sometimes long from different angles. That would be my only qualm with each of the Hono Wolverines so far, because I get the outlandish, large claws that are too big for the forearm look, but sometimes it's like those were, a little too long even for the extra long look. But it also is, the whole camera angles and stuff. And once I get it in hand, you make a little cross of his arms or something, you're going to be like, all right, I like the way that looks.
And you know what I didn't like about the sideshow one that you just showed? How like you could replay. Remember, he came with a set of arms that were strictly like posed arms and then some relaxed arms.
Yeah,
I didn't like that. I didn't like the way that looked. It looked very cheap and stuff, and that's why I was like, I didn't bother with that look, and that's why I don't own any sideshow Wolverines at all. I only own one sideshow Thor, and that I love that figure, but I don't own anything else besides that.
Yeah, it's those 3 arms. Like I get the principle, like like the flexed arms, like so there's no seam, you don't have to worry about the rubber ripping and stuff like that. But it's, they had a flexi set, a straight arm set with no joint, and a flexed arm with no joint.
Right.
It was like, that's cool. You got 3 sets of arms, but it's like you said, it's if there was a better paint app on the arms, then it would be like these look like arms as opposed to
that was another thing. They look cheap. Yeah, they look cheap. They didn't look good.
But they're heavy, they're thick. It's like if you ever you said you don't have a sideshow Wolverine, but like there's some actual weight to his body and these arms.
Oh, really?
Compared to the average sideshow body that you pick it up and it's like a stick figure, like woo, and just flopping around.
No, I want to see what the Hono feels like in hand. I can't wait to get that thing in hand because I definitely want that. I definitely want both. You know what I mean?
If Hono was worth anything, they would have a Phison skeleton in there like adamantium. Damn it.
If they were worth anything. All right, guys. Last but not least, we have here finally the first images of not the first, but the first promo pictures of Deadpool. Right, as you can see, it looks completely different than the pictures we saw of the display. Right, remember, I don't know if you guys paid attention, but his Desert Eagles were golden. Right, so they were gold. They were supposed to be golden in the movie, and in some pictures that we saw already of the Deadpool figure in display, you could see the golden handguns. So, and also the golden handles for the swords. So, William, how do you feel about this figure? Do you notice any differences? Do you think it's the best looking Deadpool out of the three already, the three that we've gotten so far? And obviously, do you think this is the entire figure, or are we obviously getting more SKUs?
Man, I really hope it's not the whole figure because, it's there's no justification if you own the other two Deadpools to buy this Deadpool just because of Hard Hands.
Well, you don't think it's different material? You don't think it's a different suit? You don't think it's going to be different in any way like that?
It might be, but I'm just saying, me personally, if that's the figure they put out, they could be like, "This is the brand new. We guarantee the suit won't peel. It's high quality. Blah blah blah." I own a Deadpool. I'm not gonna buy it because all I see right now are Hard Hands. I know that I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it's because we don't want to cause spoilers. We don't want, this, that, or the other with some of the accessories and, maybe a head sculpt with a knife sticking through the side of his head or something, or Wolverine's claws coming through the head because it's a scene from the movie, something like that. And there's like, we just don't want you to think that we're giving away stuff before the biggest movie of the year comes out.
Correct.
And so that's what I'm hoping that it is.
No, I think you're 100% right, and I agree with that 100%.
But then they start putting out the accessories and stuff that they have, the eyes, the hands, all that crap that they've had laid out in displays. I would rather they hadn't put any accessories with it if they were gonna, be hiding stuff. Because when you put that stuff out there, it kind of gives the impression that it's like, well, this is what it comes with, because that's what we do. We put out figures, we lay out all their accessories in front of them, and what you see is what you get. And,
so you're saying, so you believe what you're seeing. So obviously I don't have the picture, but there is a picture of Deadpool with all his hands and his pistols and the swords all laid out.
Yeah,
do you really think that's it? You believe that?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying I wish that they hadn't put stuff there at all.
Why though? Why does it matter if you know that's not it?
Well, they put out black pistols and black swords, and the original promo ones that we saw kind of had the gold ones, like you said.
Right. So that goes to show you that 2 SKUs, you got a basic, right? You most likely have a deluxe, and I can guarantee you there's got to be an exclusive. The only thing is, the movie is called Deadpool and Wolverine, so there can't be, for example, they can't make Deadpool a better character or favor Deadpool in any way. Meaning, if they did 2 SKUs for Wolverine, why would they do, only one for Deadpool? You know what I mean? So if they're gonna do 2, I think they have to do at least 2 for Deadpool.
You would think, but I know Hugh Jackman is a international selling point. Because he's a worldwide known commodity. And, it's just how, you could go around the world and people won't speak English, and you can show them a picture and they know that it's Batman. They know that it's Superman. They know Spider-Man. Wolverine is getting up there because of the popularity of those movies, the character, etc. And, you could show Deadpool to somebody that doesn't speak English and they're like, Spider-Man. And it's like, it's not Spider-Man, it's Deadpool. But a lot of
Spider-Man.
It's a common thing that people confuse Deadpool for another Spider-Man type character, because it is what it is. But Hugh Jackman being internationally known and everything else, Deadpool without a mask, he looks, what do they call him, like a burnt ball sack or whatever. It's like, they had all those nicknames for him and whatnot. And I know that, giving an unmasked Wade Wilson head sculpt is going to be a undertaking of painting proportions, for all these individually hand painted head sculpts, as they like to say. Because otherwise it's just going to be this blob.
Wait, so you think they're making the head sculpt finally?
I hope so.
I think so too. I think we're getting the head
At this
sculpt.
point, they haven't done one.
Right, at all. Right. Out of 3 Deadpools, this would be the first one.
Right. And so, it's, I don't know, maybe they'll do a regular one that doesn't have a mask. And
Caleb says Deadpool without the mask looks like Spawn without the mask.
basically, yeah, like just a burnt peanut, just all messed up. But it's
So tell us what you would expect, what you would like from the deluxe packaging. Tell us everything that you would want. Since we already pretty much saw what the basic SKU is going to be.
yeah. Then if this is the basic with all the black accessories and all that stuff, then you would hope that the exclusive would have the gold ones for the alternate look of that, the gold pistols, gold sword, and unmasked head sculpt. The civilian clothes thing that people are talking about, like from him with the party in the trailer and all of that. I doubt that they would go that route, because it would have to be like a long sleeve shirt that completely covers the arms, because otherwise they'd have to have the scabby arms all the way up, and then they would have
But that could be a variant too. You know what I mean? They could use it as a variant.
But it's a whole lot of paint. It's a whole lot of stuff that they haven't done, because you would have to have the handsets of the scabby fingers, the tumor hands, and all that stuff, because otherwise, what, you're gonna have them sitting there with the Deadpool gloves on? Like, nah. It's what the hell?
Also, guys, for those who may not know, one thing I said from the beginning when the announcements for Deadpool and Wolverine were coming out was expect variants. This is one of them. This is not the main Deadpool in the movie. It looks like samurai or ninja Deadpool, whatever they call it. So as you can see, this one has golden pistols, right? The sword is different, at least from this view.
Mhm.
Actually, yeah, it's just you just can't see the what do you call it? You can't see the handles, but here it is. They're golden here. So look, so you have a version with the burnt head sculpt and the dog, which is most likely going to be the deluxe, right? That dog is coming 100%, whether you think so or not, whether you believe it or not. That dog is coming. As you can see, the head sculpt. I can tell you right now, you heard it here first. 99.99999% it's coming for the deluxe as well, or else I don't think that they're gonna have scenes like this in the movie and not give us a head sculpt. And then obviously, again, for this style, for this different look of Deadpool, right? The samurai Deadpool. As you can see, the suit is completely different than the original Deadpool suit. So we're good. So there's a huge possibility we're getting another Deadpool. Again, this could be sculpted, right? But I can tell you, maybe not at the moment, but there's a chance that this could be made as an artisan figure. Why? Number one, long hair, right? Number two, huge blockbuster movie. Again, it's Marvel. The only Marvel figure we've gotten artisan so far has been Scarlet Witch from Civil War, I believe, was it?
Endgame.
Endgame. So a female, right? Marvel female from Endgame has been the first artisan figure to be announced for pre-order. So as you can see, again, completely different suit. This is completely clean. The other one's got to be, a little bit more used up, and I would hope, right? At least it doesn't look it from the pictures right now, but it looks like it may have, some scuffing, weathering, some dirtiness to it, right? At least it should. I'm saying that it should, right? Do we know? We don't know. But like I said, stay tuned for this guy, because, like I said, the dog is coming, the head sculpt is coming, and so is this bad boy. William, do you think this guy is a possibility for artisan at all? Yes or no?
I don't think so.
Ever?
Not that specific one, no. I like the suit though. It's more the comic book style.
Right. It looks more badass, this suit.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't see it for an artisan, no.
So you're saying that they'll make this sculpted just like they did Hellboy?
Um,
Because Hellboy, remember, he came with that same style ponytail and stuff like that.
yeah, if they made that suit, it would probably just have the mask. If it had a mask in the movie, I don't know. But they haven't never done a Ryan Reynolds head sculpt.
Right.
So they would have to, not just do the burnt head sculpt. They would have to do, this, top knot one. So, I don't know.
Savon says Death Strange had weird skin so they could do it. But yeah, no. Don't ever think that Hot Toys can't do something because of texture. They can't do something because of a certain way. That would never be the case. The reason why Hot Toys wouldn't do something is because of licensing, because of permission, because of anything like that, or they just don't want to bother with the character, with whatever. But don't ever think that Hot Toys can't do something or won't do something, but because they physically can't do it. That's never the case.
I think it'd be neat if they included like one hand that didn't have the glove on of him like giving like a middle finger, and it's all like the burnt like the tumor hand.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Just something like that. How like the Clone Wars mall came with a couple hands that were just the red and black. Just because we're like, you just have a different way of having the look. But yeah.
If Hot Toys announces, how deep are you in with this specific figure, 1 to 10?
Say that again.
If Hot Toys announced this, how deep would you be with the figure? Like how bad would you want it? 1 to 10.
If it had the actual mask that came with it, I would be a 10 because it's the more comic book look that I could put with my New Mutants 98 over there.
What's the difference between this mask and the regular standard Deadpool mask?
Not the mask. I'm just saying, like, I don't care for the top knot samurai hair thing.
Oh, I think that's what makes it more appealing, no?
What's that?
Isn't that what makes it more appealing?
No, I would say it's the red, where it's more like the comic book red.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I gotcha.
Because like the darker red from the movies, it works for the movies.
Right.
But it's like just looking at the style of that with, the comic book ab piece and all that stuff looks just, more comic book fun to me. And, it's when you only have the one Deadpool, you're like, beggars can't be choosers. And they've released, Deadpool 2, and it was like, okay, it's more the same with some newer, different accessories. And then, you do Deadpool 3, and if it's the same thing again, you need more better accessories. Otherwise, people aren't going to want it. And if they do the regular SKU with no head, just how like Wolverine had the regular SKU with just the mask, and then the deluxe comes with, the extra head and swap out pieces and all that stuff, then it'll be, if somebody just never bought a Deadpool from the first two and they really want one, then they have that option of getting the basic. But it's like you said with the Wolverine, like, why would you want it without the other head? And yet some people are ordering it.
Right.
So whether that be because they already have a Hugh Jackman head, or they see all the Chinese knockoff ones for like $15 on eBay, it's, I'm just saying, it's like, you have options if you really just want a head. Some people don't like that little Wolverine little hair curl thing that they have going on the current Hugh Jackman head, but yep.
All right, guys. So I sent the link for the watch party. It's in the chat. So we're gonna head backstage now, get ready for the show. As always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.